All right, welcome everybody. Here's the new setup. We got a little bit of the ceiling in. The ceiling's not painted yet. This is the new garage gym. Let's see, you can see the mat fine. Yeah. There we go. Well, sweet. Well, thanks for joining. Whoever's on, we'll wait just another minute here and then get started. All right, so go ahead and get started. Might as well. All right, today's yoga is gonna be a little bit slower, more of just a stretch, a little less of a like a workout or anything. Just kind of at the end of the day. Way to end the day. Have a good evening. Watch some Monday Night Football after this. Whatever you gotta do. But to start, we'll just sit here in this cross-legged position. Go ahead and put whichever foot you want in front first. Start to sit up tall. Just get nice and comfy. I'll start by putting just a little bit of movement in the spine. This is kind of how I start all my yogas at the end of the day now. Bought myself a cheaper chair to sit in all day as I work from home, and my back kind of pays the benefit at the end of the day. So to start, kind of moving in circles, you can switch rotations. Just kind of feel your spine, how it sits in the hips there. We're gonna sit and kind of close our eyes and just meditate to just start out here in a second. So just do any movements that you need to kind of loosen up and feel comfortable. Go side to side, forward, back. All right, and whenever you're nice and comfortable, we'll just start to sit up tall. You take your hands to the knees, hands can sit in your lap, whatever's gonna make you the most comfortable here. Sit up tall, we'll just start to close our eyes nice and slow. Start to bring your shoulders down, make sure you're not holding on to anything there, no tension in the shoulders, just release them so that they fall down further away from your ears. Start to kind of feel where your points of contact on the ground are. Start to feel your feet and kind of where your butt's sitting. From there, just start to slowly raise up out of the ground. Start to reach up tall through the spine. Nice, straight, comfortable spine. When I say straight and comfortable, some people's spines are just shaped differently. So go ahead and just find what's comfortable, most comfortable for your spine today. Start to really focus all the way up each vertebrae. Nice and comfortable. Really stretch the head up, sit up tall. And then once you find a nice, comfortable position that you can sit in here for just a couple minutes, maybe just about a minute at most actually, we're just going to take about 10 nice, deep, cleansing breaths. So we'll just inhale through our nose, nice and big. Hold that inhale at the top for just a quick second. And release. Again, inhale, pause at the top, and release. Another one, inhale, pause, release. All right, so do about 7 more of those on your own. Go at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Start to bring your awareness into your breath, into your body, into the room you're sitting in right now. Get your mind ready to spend about the next 30, 35 minutes just stretching out your body. Take just a couple more breaths on your own here. All right, you can blink open your eyes if you want or keep them closed. We're going to stretch out the neck here, so up to you. We'll start to drop the head down. Just stretch out the back of the neck. Don't need to push too hard on it yet. Just let gravity pull down. From there, go ahead and take that head from down to up, send the chin up. Again, nice and slow. Just let gravity do the work, pull the head back. And go ahead and keep moving slowly through both of those. Start to feel your neck, how it feels today, how fast you want to go, how deep the stretch needs to be. Listen to your body. Go ahead and do one more each way. Go ahead and bring the head up to center. You can keep the eyes closed still or blink them open whenever you want. From here, we'll start to just drop our head to the right. So take your right ear over to the right shoulder. Depending on how your neck feels, you can start to pull down that left shoulder. Start to feel a little bit more stretch on that left side. Again, just listen to your neck, what it wants. And we'll slowly drop our head from that right side. We're going to drop it down, kind of move it in a big U. As we slowly move over to that left side. Nice and slow, whatever pace your neck wants. Just pull that left ear to the left shoulder. If you want, you can pull that right shoulder away from the right ear. Go ahead and move back through center to the other side. A couple more times here. Right ear to right shoulder. And back through center. Left ear to left shoulder. We're going to do one more each way. Let's go ahead and drop that head through center. We'll take right ear to right shoulder this time. If you want to take that left hand and just pull it out to the left, thumb points up. Really pull that thumb away from the left ear. Feel a stretch all the way down, up through your bicep tendon, up through the shoulder, into the neck. A couple breaths here. Good, and as you bring that hand back in, you can just drop the head down through center. Pull left ear to left shoulder. You can send that right hand out this time, thumb points up. As you breathe, just slowly pull that right thumb away from the right ear. One more breath here. Good. Go ahead and bring that hand back to the knee. We'll drop the head down through center. When you get to center, just go ahead and bring it on up. And slowly blink open the eyes. We'll start to move our head left to right. So it's as far to the right as you can. And as far to the left as you can without putting any strain on your neck. Go ahead and take your gaze back behind you too. So just move slowly through both of those. When you're going to the right, try to look as far back and to the right as you can. Even the eyeballs go back. So get to the left, same thing. Go ahead and do one more each way. And we'll just come back to center. Go ahead and start to roll out the shoulders. So just shrug the shoulders up to your ears and then roll them back behind you. Again, just keep moving these. Start to loosen up the shoulders a little bit. So really pinching forward and then rolling them back behind us. Do one more this way. Go ahead and switch rotation. So pinch behind you. Roll the shoulders forward now. Let them drop. A couple times here. Good. All right, we'll go ahead and inhale, both arms up high. Really sit up from the sit bones. Reach up high, reach through the side bodies. Good. Now from here, we'll take a big inhale. As we exhale, we'll turn to the left. Just keep the hands up. Just using our oblique muscles, our core. Start to warm up the core. Just trying to spin as far to the left as your body will let you. Go ahead and inhale back up into center. Exhale, spin to the right this time, arms stay up. Inhale to center again. Exhale, we'll turn to the left. This time, left hand's gonna go behind you. Right hand's gonna go to the left knee. We'll take another big inhale. We're gonna really straighten up and straighten out the spine. Breathe deep into your belly. As you exhale, go ahead and spin just a little bit deeper. We'll take a couple breaths here. With each inhale and exhale, you can really push air into the belly. And then with each exhale, Tighten up the belly and spin just a little bit deeper. Take just a couple more breaths here. Next inhale, go ahead and come back to center. We'll bring hands up high again. Exhale, turn to the right. Right hand goes behind you. Really push into the ground. Left hand goes to the right knee. We'll inhale, straighten out the spine. Exhale, start to spin deep into the stretch. Just keep breathing deep into your stomach. And with every exhale, get just a little bit deeper. Next inhale, we'll come back to center. Hands can just come to the knees. Go ahead and just switch your feet. So whichever foot is in front, just switch it up. So we have a little balance on each side. Now from here, start to sit up tall. Find a good grounding again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, drop the left hand down, just to the left of the left hip. Inhale, really push up through that right hip. Raise the right hand as far as you can up. Exhale, start to lean over to the left a little bit. Really pushing that right hip down into the ground. Trying to raise that right arm up. Trying to create as much separation down this whole right side. So from the pinky all the way down to the hip. Trying to create as much separation as possible. Just take some deep breaths here. Same thing, you can breathe deep into the stomach. As you exhale, you get just a little bit deeper into the stretch. That left hand is over here to support you. A couple more breaths. All right, next inhale, pushing that left hand. We'll come back up to center. Bring both hands up. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Inhale, push up through that left hip. Raise that pinky as high up as you can. Exhale, start to lean over to the right. Pushing that left hip away from you as far as you can. Creating a separation between the left pinky and the left hip. And just breathe and slowly sink into the stretch. Next inhale, push into that right hand. We'll come up, raise both arms up high. Exhale, and bring the hands down. Take a couple just breaths here. Move your spine around at all if you need. All right, we're gonna take a quick forward fold here. So keep your legs crossed. We'll just inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, just start to walk the hands out. Just really listen to your lower back and your hips here. Don't need to stretch it too much. We're going to be hitting the hips and the lower back today. So this is just kind of a warm up. Just kind of notice how your hips feel. A couple breaths. Next inhale, start pushing the hands, sit up tall again. All right, we're going to put a little movement in here. So go ahead and inhale. You can take that left hand, just put it over to the left. We'll inhale, right arm up high. Exhale, lean over to the left. Same stretch as we were doing before. Another big inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale. Now pay attention here. We're going to take this right hand and just slowly push it away from the right hip as it slowly cascades down, landing right next to the foot or the knee that's over on the left side there. We'll start to bring our chest over to the left, and we're just slowly going to walk our hands through center. Really listen to your lower back, your hips. Use those hands to support you. And we're going to walk all the way over to the right. Once that right hand hits just right to the right of the hip, we'll inhale that left hand up high. Exhale, take a couple breaths on this side. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand down next to the right knee, nice and slow. Listen to your lower back and hips. Slowly walk those hands around center. Use those hands as much as you want. Once that left hand gets to the left of the left hip, we'll inhale that right arm up. Couple breaths. Exhale, you can bring that hand down, really stretch that right hand away from the right hip. Slowly walk those hands around. Once that right hand gets to the right hip, you can inhale, left arm up high. Exhale, a little deeper. Exhale, drop that left hand down to the right of the knee. All right, this time we'll pause here in center. You can inhale, just straighten up the spine. You don't necessarily need to raise up, but just straighten your spine. Exhale, we'll come a little deeper into this forward fold. If you want to move your hands out like this, you can. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Start to walk into those hands as you inhale. Just sit up tall. Good. Start to find that spine again. See how your spine feels now. Might be looser, might be a little sore from these stretches. All right, one more neck stretch, so we'll move into a couple more things. So just let that right ear fall over to the right shoulder now. If you want, you can take that right hand on top. Just gently pulling the head a little bit. Couple breaths here. Good. Just take that right hand off. Bring the head up. Left ear, left shoulder. Bring that left hand on top now if you want. Pull that right shoulder away. Couple breaths. Good, go ahead and release that. All right, awesome. So we're gonna move, come out of this cross-legged position now, just move over to a tabletop position here. So just on all fours. Hands right under the wrists. Wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Start to kind of feel your spine. We're gonna start with a couple cat-cows here. So we'll start to push into the hands, drop the head down, round out the back, tuck the tailbone. All in one big exhale, and then inhale, we'll send the gaze up, drop the belly down, send the tailbone up. Exhale, push, round out the back, slowly move through these two. Just loosen up your spine, move it in a different way. It's a great stretch to do if you've been sitting all day or working at a desk. We're going to do one more each way. Good. We'll just come back to center here. Go ahead and take your knees out a little bit, as wide as the mat if you have them. Bring your feet together behind you. Send your hands out a couple inches. We're just going to send our hips back and just sit down to child's pose. Couple breaths here. Hands are flat on the mat. You can try to melt your chest down towards the ground. Next inhale, start to come on up and come back to the tabletop position. Do a couple side-to-side cat-cows. So we're just going to be turning side to side. So take that left shoulder over here and that left hip. And we'll just bring them together. Crunchy on the side. And then just go ahead and move over to the other side. Right shoulder, right hip. Just move those. Feel your spine. Really push away with that hip on the opposite side. Just do one more each way. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and just lay down to our stomachs. Stretch out the front of the body really quick here. So we'll do a couple movements with the back just to get it moving, a little warmed up. Hands can be just right under the shoulders, feet untucked behind you. Go ahead and start to push the hips into the ground. As you inhale, we'll just lift the chest up off the ground just a couple inches. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we'll raise back up. These hands next to you can help assist. Go ahead and feel free to take those out if your back's up to it. Exhale down. Go ahead and do just one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. All right, so from here, we're going to do the same thing coming with our lower back. So take your hands, and we're going to do palms facing up. So back of the hands to the ground. Just put left hand right under the left hip, right hand right under the right hip. You can bring your chest down to the ground, shaking me on the ground. We'll take a big inhale. Exhale, start to really push that left hip down into the left hand as we raise up the left foot a couple inches. Hold for a second. Good. Slowly lower down. Let's do the same on the other side. So push right hip into right hand. Raise your right foot up a couple inches. Toes can point back. Lower down. Do that 2 more times each side. Left side. Lower down. Right side. Lower down. Left side 1 more time. And right side 1 more time. Good. Go ahead and take those hands out from under you. Let's come around to Sphinx pose. So palms this time face down. Elbows are directly under the shoulders here. Feet are untucked, hips push into the ground. We're just going to grab, push into the ground, push into the mat. We're going to pull the elbows back behind you as your chest comes up. Start to feel a stretch on the front side of the body. Shouldn't be any pinching in the lower back here. If you're feeling any pinching, it means you're trying to go back and not forward and up. So try to bring your chest forward and up. Couple breaths. Good. Go ahead and just slowly lower down. Go ahead and bring our hands right under the shoulders again. Go ahead and start to take your knees wide. We're going to push all the way back to that child's pose. So knees go wide, feet come together. Come all the way back. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Go ahead and push up from that. Let's come back to that tabletop position. From here, go ahead and lift your feet up off the ground. Just move your ankles around. Put a little movement in them. You can go circles, front to back, side to side, whatever you want. All right, from here, go ahead and tuck those toes under you now. So toes get tucked under. We're just going to slowly sit back on our feet. Go nice and slow. Keep your hands on the ground. If you can make it all the way back here, bring your hands off the ground. Go ahead and do so. Just stretching out the bottoms of our feet here. All right, slowly come back to that tabletop position. Bring the feet up. Move them around again. This time we'll go ahead and untuck the toes so feet go flat on the ground, tops of the feet do. We'll do the same thing. We're going to sit back. This one's going to be a little bit more for your knee flexibility. So only come back if it feels good on your knees. If there's any discomfort, keep your hands on the ground. If you can make it all the way back here, do so. Stretching out the whole tops of the feet, tops of the shin, and putting a little more flexibility in your knees here too. Just take a couple breaths here. Good. And we'll slowly come out of that. Come on back to the tabletop position. All right. So from here, find a good solid tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes under us. From here, we're going to take a big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead and lift the hips up. Come back to a down dog. So send the hips back. Push into the hands. Go ahead. If you want to walk out the dog, you can. So straighten one leg, then the other. All right, go ahead and bring both legs straight again. Push into those hands, really push those heels back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, we're going to slowly walk the feet up to the hands. Bend your knees as much as you need. Come towards the front of the mat, come into a forward fold. So feet come about hips width apart. Knees are nice and bent for this first forward fold here. You can cross at the elbows, tuck the head down. Again, make sure to bend those knees so your back isn't feeling this too much. Couple deep breaths here. All right, next inhale, we'll push into the feet, raise all the way up high. Straighten out that spine, reach up high with the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down. Good. All right, so from here, go ahead and inhale, bring hands up high again. Turn to face you. Exhale, drop left arm down. Just like when we were sitting, push all the way, this time from the right foot, all the way up to the right pinky there. If you want to lean a little bit to the left, you can. Next exhale, you can push in that left hand that's on the hip. Just come back up to center. Drop both arms down. Inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, drop right hand down. Come to hip here. Really push up through that left side. Exhale, if you want to lean over to the right a little, you can. Inhale, push into that right hand. We'll come back up. Drop both hands down. All right, so from here, go ahead and inhale, both arms up high. We'll come to a slight back bend. So send the hips forward a little bit. As you stretch up with your chest, hands start to go back just a little bit. Whatever comfortable on your back here. Inhale, start to slowly come back. We'll just drop the hands down, come into a forward fold. So bring those feet, hips width apart. Hands come down. Take a couple breaths here. Again, go ahead, bend your knees as much as you and your body want today. If you want, you can start to straighten one leg then the other. So I'm going to start to bend my right knee a little bit. Right knee goes forward as that left hip starts to go back as the leg straightens. And I can start to put a little bit more weight towards that left foot. Just really feel that back in that left hip region. Now go ahead and switch legs. So this time I'm going to bring left knee forward, send that right hip back and away from me. Straighten out that right leg. Take a couple breaths as I put a little more weight into that right foot now. Good. Go ahead and bring both knees back to neutral, whether that's bent or straight. We'll take a quick inhale to straighten out the spine. Let the hands come to the shins. Exhale, come down to a forward fold again. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and plant both those hands and just step back to a plank. We'll take a quick inhale here in the plank. Exhale, come back to your down dog. Take a couple breaths here, stretch out, anything you want. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, back to that plank. Take another inhale. Exhale, go ahead and lower all the way down to your stomach. Untuck those toes. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale, we're going to push into the hands, bring our chest up. Come into an up dog, hips stay down. Take a couple breaths here. All right, however you want it, you can come through a tabletop here, just drop the knees into the ground. We'll come all the way back to a child's pose again. You can keep your knees in tighter. If you want to send them out wide like earlier, you can. Bring your feet together and just come all the way back. Take some deep breaths here. Inhale, we're gonna go ahead and come back up to tabletop. Bring those knees back to neutral. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tuck those toes, push back to a down dog again. Exhale here. Inhale, bring that right foot up to where your hands are. However you need, just drop that back knee down behind you. Untuck the toes. We'll sit up tall, about a 90-degree angle in both knees. Hands can go to the top of the right thigh. We'll inhale up, push out of that left knee, sit up tall. Exhale, we'll start to sink down and forward with the hips. Take a couple breaths here. Kind of same concept when we were twisting earlier. Just breathe deep in that stomach. With every exhale, just sink to a little bit deeper. Two more deep breaths. Good. Now go ahead and bring both hands to the ground, to the inside of the right foot. Take that right foot, just step it out to the right of the mat. Toes point out and away from you. We'll take a big inhale. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Right hand's close to the right foot over here. See that? Right hand, right foot. Take a big inhale. Bring that chest up high. Exhale, start to sink that chest down and forward. That right knee can fall out and away from you. And bring your hands out. A couple breaths here. And come all the way down to your forearms if you want. One more deep breath. Good. Start to push in those hands on the next inhale. We'll just bring that right foot back. Come all the way back into your tabletop position. Maybe do a couple cat-cows. Just kind of reset your spine. Do a couple side-to-sides. All right, next inhale, go ahead and tuck those toes. Push back into a down dog again. Exhale. Inhale, bring that left foot up to the hands. Drop your right knee back down behind you. Untuck the toes. Sit up tall, about a 90-degree angle, both legs. Hands come to the tops of the thigh. Inhale, really sit up tall out of that right knee. Exhale, start to sink the hips down and forward. And just take some nice slow breaths here. One more deep inhale here. Next inhale, you can just bring your hands to the inside of the left foot. Step the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Toes can point out a little bit. From here, we'll inhale, really straighten out that chest. Exhale, start to bring that chest down. Whatever's comfortable for you, that left knee can fall out into the left. Take some breaths here. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start to walk the hands up. Just bring that knee back. Sit back into one more child's pose. Whatever distance on the knees you want. Send the hips back. A couple inhales here. Inhale, we'll come up through tabletop. Just flip around to our backs. And then leg all the way down. We're going to send that left leg long. Bring that right knee up into our chest and grab on top of the knee or behind the knee. And we're just going to start to slow down our practice here. Make a lot of easy movements, but just start to really focus on your breath. Breathe deep into the stomach. Take about 5 more breaths, just pulling that knee into our chest. All right, and from here, we're just gonna slowly release that foot down to the ground. Send that leg long and just switch knees. Try to be nice and balanced. Just bring that left knee into chest. Take some nice slow breaths. One more deep breath here. Exhale, go and bring that left foot down to the ground. We'll keep that left knee bent. This time, take your right leg here and cross it completely over the left leg. From here, we'll begin to bring both knees to our chest. Reach around and grab that left knee. And we'll just pull back towards ourselves. Should feel a good stretch in the back of the right hip here. One more deep breath. So exhale, we'll bring that left foot to the ground and keep the knees crossed. Go ahead and bring our hands out to the side. We're going to pick our hips up and move them just a couple inches to the left, so literally just a couple inches. And then we're going to let both knees fall over to the right. Nice and slow. Knees fall to the right, right leg still crossed over. You can go ahead and take this right hand, just put it on top of the knee. You can apply pressure to it if you need any more of a stretch. And you can take that left hand and just bring it up high above your head and to the left, just kind of anchoring down that left side. We'll take about 6 deep breaths here. After your last exhale, go and take that right leg off of the left first. We'll bring both knees back up to center. Just nice and slow. Go ahead and cross that left leg over the right now, completely. Go ahead and reach around, grab that right knee, and slowly pull both knees into chest. Take some breaths. Just about one more deep breath. As you exhale, just bring that right foot to the ground, keep the knee crossed over. Bring our hands out to the side. We're going to move our hips just over to the right, a couple inches. Go ahead and let both knees fall to the left. Nice and slow. Take that left hand to the top of the left knee there. Right arm can shoot up high and to the right as an anchor. Take about 6 deep breaths here. Next exhale, take that left leg off the right. Bring both knees back up to center. Create a little balance in our lower back here, so both knees are up, feet are flat on the ground, arms just shoot out to the side. Just let your knees fall back and forth a couple times. Just nice and slow. Do one more hip stretch here, and then we will be done. A little shavasana. Go ahead and bring those knees back up to center. This time we're going to cross just the right ankle on top of the left knee. So that right knee still can fall out to the side. We're going to shoot our right arm through the hole that our legs make. The left hand comes around. We'll grab the left knee. Slowly just start to send your head back, your weight back. Pull that left knee to chest. As that right elbow pushes into the right knee, just keep it pushed out to the side. Take about 7, 8 really deep breaths here. Again, really work with your breath. Breathe deep into your stomach, down into that hip. As you exhale, release and just pull a little deeper. One more deep breath. Exhale, pull deep into the stretch. Inhale, just slowly release that left foot down. Exhale, bring that right foot to the ground. We'll just switch sides, cross that left foot on top of the right knee. Reach your hand through the hole around and grab the right knee. So just push that left elbow into the left knee, push it out to the side. As we slowly just send our weight back, hold back, pull on that right knee. About 7, 8 deep breaths here. One more deep breath here. Exhale, pull a little deeper. Inhale, just release the feet down to the ground. All right, so we're going to move into Shavasana here. So go ahead and hit any other stretches you want. Any body parts that didn't get hit. If not, go ahead and just send your feet long. Feet can fall to the side. Just going to let our arms come out to the side, palms face up, eyes closed. Start to breathe nice and deep into the belly. Since we're kind of coming to the end of our day, just go ahead and start to think about your entire day as a whole. Just ask yourself, what kind of day was it? Just think about any improvements you would have made to your day, what you can take into tomorrow. Just note that. Might be get more sleep, might be get up earlier, might be eat differently, might be exercise differently, whatever comes to your mind. Just think about how you can improve on what you did today into what you can do tomorrow. Now go ahead and tell yourself what you enjoyed, what you liked about today. Where did you do well? What habits did you make sure to cross off the list? Whose day did you improve? Anything that comes to mind. And how can you take that into tomorrow also? How can you build upon that? Now go ahead and just slowly get your awareness out of the past, what happened today. Get your awareness out of the future, what you're going to do tomorrow. And just slowly inhale and exhale and just bring all your awareness back to right now, right into your body. We'll just kind of do a full body scan as a way to bring us to the present moment. So as you just slowly take your big inhales and exhales, send your awareness down to your feet, and we'll just start there. Ask yourself how your feet feel right now. Do they feel tight? Do they feel completely relaxed? Are you using any muscles in your feet? Can you release anything? From there, just move up to your shins, your calves, kind of your knees. How do your muscles feel? How does your body feel there? Are there any muscles you can release and completely relax? If you ever find your mind drifting from anywhere but the present moment, just bring your mind back on your breath. Focus on that big inhale and big exhale. Start to bring your awareness slowly up the body even more. Come into your thighs, your upper legs, your hips. Release any muscles that are still holding on there. Now move on up. Come to the abdomen region. Take a couple breaths here and just focus on that slow inhale and exhale of the belly. While also trying to release any muscles in that region. Maybe muscles in the back or the lower back that are still holding on. Can you try to relax them? Again, if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to your breath. Bring your awareness up to your shoulders and your chest. See how those muscles feel. We didn't really stretch those too much today, but hopefully they're feeling nice and light still. Hopefully you can still relax all those muscles. Slowly move that awareness down your arms. Release all your muscles, starting with your bicep, down to the top of your elbow, your wrist. Just release. Release the hands completely into the ground. Your hands should be laying there just effortlessly. Bring that awareness up to your neck muscles. Find a good point where your head can sit and just relax without any muscles working. Bring your awareness to your jaw. Make sure it's not clenched. Nice and relaxed, loose jaw. Move your awareness into your face muscles, all the muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, your eyebrows. Completely relax. Let go of all those muscles. Now go ahead and just slowly feel your entire body. Just effortlessly lay there. The only movement is the rise and the fall of the belly. I'm going to leave you here for a little bit of time. Just keep enjoying. Again, if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the breath. Try to stay as present as possible. All right, we're slowly going to bring some awareness back to our body. So nice and slow, whatever pace you want, you can start wiggling your toes a little bit. And the movement of the fingers. And just slowly wake up the rest of your body. Start to use, flex, move each muscle. You can inhale and take both your hands up above your head and point the feet long. One last full body stretch. Exhale, just come back up to seated, nice and slow. And we are all done. Thank you so much, whoever joined. I really appreciate it. I know a while since Birdie has been on here, but I'm going to try to make this more consistent in the future. And thank you so much for being here. Namaste, God bless. Have a wonderful Monday night. Watch some football. I hope the Chiefs are winning right now. All that good stuff.